Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is in hot water with the Indiana Supreme Court Disciplinary Commission for comments made about Dr. Caitlin Bernard. This is in the summer of 2022, days after she told a local newspaper reporter about her 10-year-old abortion patient. IT mate Cody Fisher breaks down what Rokita is accused of.
An IU law professor tells me that this disciplinary complaint is serious and comes with potential consequences for the Attorney General. Now, just hours after the filing, Rokita punched back at the allegations. At the heart of the complaint against Todd Rokita are statements he made during this Fox News interview with Jesse Waters on July 13th, 2022. Specifically, this comment about Dr. Caitlin Bernard.
Abortion activist acting as a doctor with a history of failing to report.
That comment and other public comments led to the professional misconduct complaint filed Monday. The commission accuses Rokita of violating rules of conduct by talking about the investigation into Dr. Bernard before it was filed. So essentially it equates to slander.
Yes, it basically is saying that you are making statements that are unprofessional and shouldn't be made about an investigation which will be held in a professional forum. Basically, they're saying attorneys should not take these matters to the court of public opinion and try them before the investigation has an opportunity to take place.
Rokita is fighting back. In a statement, he said that Hoosiers elected him because they knew they were getting a passionate fighter who, like them, is beating back the culture of death, grievance, and transanity being pushed by radicals in workplaces, schools, media, and government. He also claimed healthcare providers used the rape of the 10-year-old girl to further their political agenda, adding, these same radicals have fostered an environment that cancels non-compliant citizens through intimidation as well as tactics that can weaponize our respected institutions.
It's unclear how this is relevant to his response to an Indiana Supreme Court disciplinary complaint. Is he saying that the disciplinary commission fits this description, that they are radicals? Is he saying that the rules of professional responsibility are an intimidation tactic? It just seems to be a strange statement.
Hours after the disciplinary complaint was filed, Rokita responded with his own filing, but toned down his language compared to his press release. In the filing, he said it's unclear if the statute applies to the Attorney General himself, since it is limited to employees of the Attorney General, and that he has a legal duty to keep the public informed. He also said the disciplinary complaint violates the separation of powers provided by the Indiana Constitution, and that it also violates his First Amendment rights. In his specific responses to count 1 and 2, the filing reads, respondent admits that use of the phrase abortion activist acting as a doctor with a history of failure to report on July 13, 2022 could reasonably be considered to have violated Indiana rule of professional conduct. Nevertheless, should a hearing be necessary, respondent demands strict proof thereof. Rokita denied the allegations in the third charge against him. The Indiana Supreme Court will now look at this disciplinary complaint and Rokita's response. Jody Madeira tells me that the Supreme Court could decide to reprimand Rokita either privately or publicly, or they could decide to suspend his law license temporarily or permanently. And if that happens, she says that Rokita could not legally be the Attorney General here in Indiana. Reporting in Indianapolis, Cody Fisher, Wish TV, IT Mate.